Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Doki-Doki Literature Club. If you notice, the music is turned up because I didn't think you guys could hear it in the other episodes. I've tried uploading this before, but it wouldn't work for some reason. Especially when it doesn't grab your attention like literature. To convince people that you're both fun and worth, but it's school, the festival that more. I am convinced that we all really wrote this before we can do it. Right? One? Yeah, we will do our best. No. Everyone immediately agreed. Such different girls, all interesting and the same goal, or I should say the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with these levels of emotion and to literature about. Do you like to read? Well, convincing how little I read past few years. Considering how little I read the past few years, I don't really have a good way to answer that. Manga, I immediately quiet to myself. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Sayori had suddenly peeked up. It looks like she wants to say something about. She keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without asking after seeing Yori's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yori? Well, let's see. Yori traces the rim of her cup with her finger. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and fantasy worlds. The levels of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Hold on. I'm gonna have to turn this music down in editing it some. Well, I'm gonna have to turn this music down just because it's to me. But you guys aren't going to even hear all the sound that I hear. I got the music turned up to full fucking volume. All you hear, that's all I hear. And telling a good story in such focusing words, is quite impressive. Possibly telling me about her reading. She seems so resolved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, like, but you know I like a lot of things. Stories with deep philosophical elements usually imme- it, amuse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a a writer can so dispel, take adventure of your own? I'm sorry, guys. You may not know, but reading is very hard for me. Lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read horror book. I read a horror book once. I raspily grasp something I can't rather relate to at the moment. Leave. At this rate, Yori might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I've actually done that. Rocks are very good listeners.
Really? Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yori. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that, but if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surely horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world. Only if only for a brief moment. I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I just...
Nasuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Nasuki? What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper.
You left a piece of scrap paper behind
Last club meeting.
It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori sides up behind Nasuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute.
Nasuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Nasuki arches her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Are you very confident with writing it? Not very convinced with writing it? I understand how Nasuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The trust form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, express
exposing your vulnerabilities and showing every, even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have do you have writing experience, Yuri? Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Nasuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. Well, we all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Nasuki and Yuri look quite calm collected at Monica. Look collectively at Monica. Let's all go home and write poems of our own. Then the next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Um, um. Yay! Let's do it! Plus now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of.
Wait, I don't have to write a poem, do I?
Isn't that right, Sinful Sans? Monica smiles warmly at me once again.
Hold on. There's still one problem.
What is that?
Now we're back to the original topic of me joining the club. I brutally confront with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori, Sayori, may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But I'm sorry, I thought. Simple Sans.
You all. I am defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? This is writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay. Club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me and jumps up and down. Oh, crap, I didn't mean to click the fucking YouTube channel. That's one of my friends.